Hi sugar, so welcome back to my channel. So I am going to share my recipe for my ever elastic fondant with you, my lovely family. So as promised, I said I'm going to drop the video. So sorry the video is coming late because I was a bit busy. So let's just dive into it. And if you're just joining us, welcome. So now this is our icing sugar. It's sifted already, and this is just 500 gram. Okay, so what we're going to add to it is our CMC. So our CMC is going to be just 1/2 tablespoon. That's half tablespoon. So I'm going to this in this stage you can use CMC or Tylose. So either of the two, they do the same work. So this is going to be added to your icing sugar directly. Okay, don't forget you have to see your icing sugar first, and this icing sugar is just 500 gram. I'm going to put the measurements on the screen. It's 500 gram. So all you need to do is just to mix the Tylose or CMC with the icing sugar. You can just stir it. You can use a whisk, you can use the spoon, you can use your hand, anyhow you want to do it. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to measure water into a separate bowl, and that water should be 1/8 cup 1/8 cup of water. You're going to add it into a bowl, and then add your gelatin. Your gelatin too should be 1/2 tablespoon. That's half tablespoon. Make sure it's leveled. Anytime we are using any tablespoon, cups, anytime we're using the measurements, always level this, except it is state that it should be heapful, but if not, it should be leveled. So you can see I level the gelatin, then I mix it with the 1/8 cup of water. I just stir it together, I stir it together, I stir it together, because I don't want it to give me lumps. Okay, if you leave it there, it might give you lumps. So the next thing is to place the bowl that you have mixed your water and your gelatin into a hot water. Like, the water must be boiling. Just place the pot, normal double boiling method. Just place the pot on the gas, put water, allow it to get boiled, then place your bowl inside so that it's going to melt the gelatin in the water. Then the next thing you see is you are going to do is, by the time your gelatin is melting, get your glucose ready, because we are going to melt our glucose inside this water as well. So that is me. I was trying to stir the gelatin and the water to be sure whether the gelatin has fully melted. So I was just trying to be sure of that. Then I'm going to measure out my glucose. So I'm just trying to check the texture, the mixture on the fire, whether it has fully melted. So now I'm going to get my tablespoon. So I'll get my tablespoon and measure out my glucose. So yeah, I'm just trying to show you what the tablespoon look like. Of course, you have seen it in one of our previous video. So I'm just trying to be sure. So this is my glucose here. The glucose is something, I think if you go to any cake shop, just tell them you want a glucose. This is how it looks like. It looks like a thick water or thick white honey, something like that. So I measure out with my tablespoon one. I scoop it out rather. This time around it's not a leveled measurement, but it was heapful. The glucose was heapful. So that is me trying to bring the glucose into the boiling mixture so that it will also mix together with the gelatin and water that I previously melted. So just trying to use the spoon to put it inside. 1 tablespoon is for 500 gram of icing sugar. So the only thing you have to do here is just to keep stirring it so that it will melt very well together with the mixture. So I'm just here trying to do that. I'm trying to show you how it looks like to melt glucose in the water, in the hot water. So I'm just trying to stir it, but you are going to allow it time, like give it like, let's say, 2 to 3 minutes for it to properly melt. So this is me just stirring it and checking it every minute or like every seconds to ensure the thing, yeah, the thing is not, has not melted rather. So I have to put it back and allow it to melt properly. So one thing is, stay close with it please, because you don't want it to dry out, of course. So now the next step is to pour your mixture into your icing sugar. So can you see the mixture? Everything is well blended. Now you can make a hole in between or just pour it. So me, I just pour it since it's not much. I just pour the mixture into the icing sugar. So then you start folding in your icing sugar into this mixture. You have to be careful. I mean, very, very careful with this, because you know the mixture is very hot and you just don't want to dig in your hand like that. And also ensure your hands are properly washed. So just put, you can see the way I'm doing it, because I don't want to dig my hand into the mixture like that. So I'm trying to fold in the icing sugar to the mixture little by little to form a small dough. Then I'll start adding some more of the icing sugar to make a thicker dough. So just watch me as I do that. So keep doing that until all the icing sugar have combined together with the mixture. Just keep doing it. You can see the way I'm doing it. Yes, that's it. I'm trying to show you that it's very soft, so I'm adding more icing sugar. If you know you're not comfortable with the bowl, you can pour it in a clean surface. Make sure the surface is very, very clean, because let's assume you are using you need a white fondant. You don't want to end up getting a brown fondant, so you have to make sure you use water or vinegar to clean the surface of where you want to work or need your icing sugar, your fondant rather. So the thing is already getting thicker and my hands can no longer handle it, so I'm just trying to at least bring in all the icing sugar. So just watch me as I do that. So the thing is getting thicker here, so I'm going to pour the mixture on the surface now, because it was not really comfortable using the bowl anyway. It was not that comfortable, so I was just checking the table, because I've previously cleaned it, so I just need to check again if it's still very clean. So pour in the remaining icing sugar and the fondant dough to fold everything in and make your fondant. So that's what I'm literally doing here. I don't want to talk too much, so just watch me as I do it. You can see the way I'm doing the kneading. I'm using my palm. I'm not using my finger. I'm using my palm to push it in, bring it out, pushing in. Just try it out. If you are just trying for that out for the first time, or you have a previous fondant recipe that is not working, if you try this out, you are going to enjoy it. Please guys, if you are seeing this video for the first time or seeing this channel for the first time, kindly subscribe, because we share educative, valuable content here. So you are going to love it, especially for those that are aspiring to be a baker or aspiring to bake cakes and decorate it themselves for the family. You are going to enjoy this content. Please kindly support this channel by subscribing. Thank you. So here the fondant is a little bit hard, so I'm going to dig in that portion into hot water and put it inside the remaining fondant to continue kneading. Do you get that? Instead of you pouring water, putting water or pouring water inside it, just take part of the fondant, dig it in a hot water and put it in between, then continue kneading. So that will help your fondant to soften a little and not too much. You don't want to end up with a chewing gum fondant or a rock of ages fondant. So don't mind me. So I'm just trying to knead this and get a good consistency for it. So that's it. We are almost done. So if you are going to use more than this, all you need to do is just to double the recipe. Let's assume you want to cover a 7 inches cake, 5 inches tall. You will need like 1 kg of this fondant. So just double the measurement and you are good to go. So if you're going to try this out, or if you have tried it out, please kindly drop a comment. The feedback will go a long way as well to encourage us to put valuable content in this channel. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget, if you have not subscribed and you find this video useful to you, kindly please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. That is all on fondant making. Though some people, I think there are brands that do already made fondants, you can get that as well, but I love to make my fondants because why not? It's more economical, and of course I can exercise my arm doing it. So if you're the type that does not love stress, you can get the already made one, and of course you can use a mixer to also mix your fondant, but then the mixer must be a very strong one because fondant is a very strong one. So you need a strong mixer, or let's say industrial mixer, to do that. And that is that. And that is that. You can see how pliable the fondant is. It's so pliable and it's ready to work with. That's it. Thanks guys. If you have watched from the beginning to the end, thank you so much. God bless you. I really appreciate you, and of course support this channel by subscribing. And also, if you're not ready to use a fondant, just get a cling film and wrap your fondant inside it so that it will not get too hard. When it gets too hard, you have to knead it like knead it very well before you can use it. So get a clean film or a clean nylon, wrap it into it and keep it in a airtight container. Thank you for watching.